Hello, welcome to Pumpkin Canine Fashions. I have paw-picked my new line of dog beds. Each one delivers bold, stylish looks that make your pup stand out from the pack. With thoughtfully designed apparel and accessories, my people bring personality and flair to every tail wag. Go ahead, treat your pup to one today. Order now at pumpkincaninefashion.com. That's pumpkincaninefashion.com.
Hello, world. This is Talkin Live. Stay with us.
Now, let's get ready. You are Talkin Live with Lamar Bearden.
Well, we're back again, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show. I'm going to go over some topics of what the Democrats want. And I'm sure you people have voted, for Mandami. I think you will be voting for this. Okay. And we have, whether you like it or not, we got a Muslim for a city mayor, which would be all right if he didn't lean towards socialist communism. And, you can't convince him that Jesus Christ exists. So you made their choice, and you're going to pay for it in New York. Democrats, Socialists of America, abolish mandatory minimums and cash bail. What about that? What kind of city or what kind of government would that be to lock somebody up, let them go on a low cash deal? What kind of country would we have? Now you take Bandani up there. He is going to probably let the crimes run ravage, do what they want to. But this, abolish, they want to abolish a universal rent control. They won't control you, see? That's what the Democrats are trying to do, is control you. And you ignorant people out there can't see that. I mean, I can put this on Facebook. I can broadcast it all over America, New York, everywhere, and it don't mean a thing to them. They just think, I get people call me an old man that don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to tell you something. Old men's they got a lot of more wisdom than you young kids out there, you young college kids, and you going to the first grade 10 times and trying to get out of the first grade. They got more sense, these old men. They've been there. They've seen it all. I didn't see the Depression, but I see how it was. I didn't see the war that happened in Germany, but I've seen enough to know what communism, socialist is. I've seen about Russia, how they killed 50 million people, and communist socialists. And then over in North Korea, they kill people just so you don't even have a haircut, like the leader over there. Russia. I mean, how can you, Stalin killing all these people? And China killing people, line them up, shooting them, killing them. I always thought the Muslims would get control of this country. And I believe it's coming because you people out there got an idea that you can eat, party, drink, and it never runs out. See, that's what happened in Venezuela. That's what happened in Cuba. That's what happened a lot. Well, Cuba was overtaken by Russia because the leader over there was communist. And it just goes on and on of bad things that the Democrats want to do. Okay, we want to control people that own property. That sounds a little communist to me. And establish a universal rent control. And I filmed some of the Democrats talking about how that we're losing democracy. I filmed some of the parts about Mandani said we was losing our democracy. You better believe it because you got elected. But telling someone how much they rent they can charge and all this, they don't know their expenses, they don't know this, and telling somebody that. Now, I want you to know, you people that send me texts on a lot of these formats we got, telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you something I've been through school that you will never go through. And I know what I'm talking about. All right, the next one, what we got there, Jeff?
Well, on rent control, they're experimenting with that where I come from. And it just kind of sucks because it's meant for low income. They'll make certain blocks that are good for low income people. That's nice. But then the rest of them the prices are jacked up to cover the cost of the low income ones. So us in the middle, as always, since the 50s, have been getting screwed over by the government. They already have universal rent control in California and New York, and it doesn't work. It makes things worse. And everything we're talking about today, it's not our opinion. These are facts. This is what the Democratic Socialist Party puts out as their mandate. So we're not making this up. Our viewers need to know that.
Yeah, and here reduce our budget on our military. Greatly reduce it. Greatly. You understand what greatly means? That means go down to nothing. Don't even supply our military equipment to fight a war.
Yeah, and we're pretty low as it is. I mean, we don't have a fraction of the number of ships of China. We couldn't compete against national superpowers anymore. It'd be like Venezuela. I mean, it's just big enough to keep the people in control, or the government in control of the people.
And so, another clip, the minority leader with the Democrats, he is talking about, so many stupid things. Said, the price has been down, and Donald Trump's been in there. The price has been down. They're not down. The food's still expensive. Everything's still expensive. Well, you know why? You idiots got out there and said solar energy is going to do this for us and that for us, and the diesel got so high, and you wouldn't let nobody drill for oil, and it got so high that they had to charge so much to bring the food from California and different places. That's why the food and the stuff is so high. And we're just now starting to get back into drilling for more oil. And that's the after effects of Joe Biden. That's what this country's in a mess because of the after effects of Joe Biden and the Democratic Party.
Yeah, it's not just him. I mean, it was Obama. It's the whole movement of the global warming people that have reduced the fuel. But this is one area I kind of disagree. The fuel is up there, but it's a lot better than it's been.
It's better, yeah. But, the prices, it needs to come down at least maybe 25.
Oh, it needs to come down a lot.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm not happy with Trump on is we thought he'd be an isolationist, but he's done great on the world stage. Just at home, he's been doing crappy with. And Yeah, every time I grocery shop, I get really pissed at them.
Yeah, well, I go get diesel, and I say diesel, so diesel is cheaper to make diesel than it is gasoline.
Hmm.
It is. It's cheaper to make diesel, and they charge these trucks. I send a load to Atlanta. It's about 100 miles. Costs $800. $800 to go 100 miles, and that's because of the diesel, and that's because of the truck drivers had to raise the cost of the shipping because there's in the hole from the mess that Obama and Joe Biden did to his country. And they're trying to make up, maybe trying to pay for that carburetor probably costs $1,000, or that tire that costs $400 or $500. Trying to make up all the loss they had back when we had these two clowns as president.
We have a viewer making some interesting points here. He says he can't wait for Gen X to take over the government. And I saw that subject last night, and that could be a good thing. There's a lot of people out there that Charlie Kirk reached and they're reaching now. And that's a generation that we hope to have good leaders from in the future here, and not just AOC people. And he's talking about the gold standard. If we brought back the gold standard, and that's might be a good point there about doing that.
Yeah, I mean, there's people out there with good ideas out there. If they was in office, there's people out there got ideas that would, if they was president, if they were in Congress or whatever, or they were in control of the government some way, they have ideas would help this country. But, I just read a while ago that a judge, he says, this judge, let me read it to you. It's a judge, he's over in Chicago, and he said, judge will order federal agents in Chicago to restrict using force against protesters and media. Okay, judge, how are we going to have law and order without restrictions on them, not on our ICE or our police department? We can't have restrictions on if somebody throws a rock and hits one of these guys in the head, then somebody needs to take a baton and wear it out on his head. And that's called justice. That's called eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. If you start a riot and you're marching and going against something and you push yourself so far against the law, they have the authority to bust your head. Some of them go overboard. They're not worthy to even be a cop or maybe a government worker. But they're not supposed to sit back and let these protesters, rioters, knock somebody in the head or throw rocks at their car. That's not where you want to be. You want to be, if somebody comes against you and tries to hurt you, you hurt them. And in China and all them places, you start that, and you want communists for this country? You want socialist communists? You try that stuff in another country, and you see how long you last. They'll bring machine guns up there and army tanks wipe you out just like you ain't nothing. And that's why you can't call Donald Trump a Hitler or all the things you call him. You can't call him because he don't order them soldiers to do that. But he did say to them, you're supposed to go and take care of yourself. Don't let them walk all over you. And that's the way I say it too. All right, we got this. They want to give all the immigrants asylum. I mean, everybody come over here, 20 million people, you're supposed to be able to get a citizenship because you just climbed over there. You broke all the laws and you climbed over the walls and you crawled under the wall, whatever, however you got here, you're supposed to get asylum. That's the Democrats. You know why? Because those people that get asylum are going to vote Democrat, and that's why they want to do it.
Yeah.
And I guess Russia, Putin, send a couple 100 million over here, or China send about, we'll give you asylum. Is that what you want, you people out there? You want to have a country that lets anything come in here and make them a citizen? You sick pricks. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this till we're blue in the face, and there's good and bad of everything that's going on right now, and the Congress needs to do something. They need to make laws and enforce them, and we need to be able to allow more people in properly and not take so long. And
I don't see why they don't get one of them big drug dealers to come over here and run for governor or something.
they already are. All right, I'm not even going to go there with the Democrats, but yeah.
Well, they're a piece of
pretty much
crap.
doing everything.
It don't make everybody. If you back these agendas, then you're not a person that can go to church and have a clear conscience, or have lay down and sleep at night. See, if you back murder baby, how can you go to bed at night and sleep? You ain't not going to, if you vote for this communist socialist group, you're going to have to answer for what it's like robbing a bank. This guy, he's in there robbing a bank and they kill somebody and he's got a partner in it. That guy, his partner, is going to have to answer for killing that because he was part of that. And if his partner kills somebody, they'll get him for murder too because he's a part of it. And so you're a part of murdering babies, so you have to answer for that. I know a lot of people don't believe in God. They say they do, but they walk in a different direction than what he's walked. Full voting rights for non-citizens.
Yeah, this is the one that makes me really angry.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Okay, we'll just get all those white people out of Africa and bring them over here and let them vote for the Republicans. We'll find a nation that's gonna vote Republican that's went through hell because of communism and socialism, and we'll bring them over here and let them vote for the Republicans. What about doing that? I mean, that's the crookedest, stupidest, ignorant thing I ever heard in my life. That's just like saying, Republicans, give it up. We're going to turn it over to all these people that come over here. Give it up. You're going to lose because we're going to get them asylum so they can vote for us. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, it's out of control. There's no proof legally, but it'd be ignorant to think that without ID required to vote, that people aren't abusing our country. It's ridiculous. The things you have to provide ID for to get into events, and there was a period in our life where we tried to get government help for a few months, and we had to bring so much paperwork and so much proof. over and over and over, and you couldn't do it remotely. You had to go down there physically. So transportation is not an excuse for these people either. But yet they want to make that an excuse for voting, and it just makes me really frustrated. There's no point not to have an ID to vote.
Well, it's that way in California. You don't have to have ID.
Apparently to get a driver's license or a truck driver's license either, which is...
Well, I mean, see, and I believe there's some good people come over here, but see, it ain't about that. It's about you come here illegally, and you're not a citizen, and you need to be packed up and loaded up and go back to your country.
Yeah, we have a lot here in our area. They work the carpet industry and in the fields, and they're really appreciative. I don't have an issue, but with that part,
yeah, I know a lot of Spanish people.
All the legality of it.
I got a friend who owns a tree service. He's from Mexico. I give him good jobs. I give him jobs that was while trimming trees. I recommend him. I've got a guy from Uruguay. Or was it somewhere else? Anyway, he cuts my grass. I recommend him. But, I mean, you have to bargain with him to cut the grass, Once go up, go down. Anyway, good guy, does a good job cutting my grass. And I pay him what I think, he deserves for what he does. Because I got about 2.5 acres to cut, 2 different houses. And I think treating everybody right, fair. But see, the Democrats don't want to treat you fair. They want to be in control. They want to say, well, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to get permission from us. When you got to go down the road to buy groceries, you got to get permission. This guy up in New York is so full of crap, and he is going to promise you everything in the world, and you're so ignorant you can't figure out that New York City can't be fed free. You cannot open grocery stores. You tell that to the people in Venezuela. The government stores are overrun and everything is gone before you get there. That's what's going to happen to you in New York. This man is a hater of Israel. He's a hater of the Republican Party. He's a hater of, just anything that has to do with Muslim. Now, that's a religion. But I'm going to tell you something, Muslim. Whether you like it or not, you're of the bond. You're of the bond. You were born of the bond. Saudi Arabia, all these countries were born under the bondwoman. Read the Bible about Abraham. He had 2 women. One was the bond, and one was free. And you're under the bond. But you might, you have all that oil and stuff. And, you can kill somebody, go to heaven with, how many virgins? 70, something like that.
Goats?
Well, I think they're all ugly, so don't count on it. They look like they've been set fire on the face and beat out with an axe. Now, there's a lot of beautiful people over in that area. They married a lot of beautiful people. It's not the people. It's the agenda, the spirit they have, and justifying murder, justifying. Hamas over there killing innocent Palestinians. But they don't say nothing about that. It's all about Israel. And there was something else. Anyway, they won't even get it where we do away with the college thing.
Electoral college.
Yeah, they want a national popularity. Well,
Popular vote.
yeah, vote for president.
Yeah, and that's a bad idea. Electoral college is not perfect, but it gives us a way to try to represent the people in the Midwest and the country areas and not just let people in New York and California run everything.
Yeah, what was that guy running for attorney, Omar's brother or something like that?
Oh, cousin. Yeah.
I don't know, he might be.
Oh, attorney. I know she had a cousin running for mayor, and he didn't win, fortunately. He didn't make it the primary up there.
Well, ain't that wonderful?
And, and then the other guy you're talking about did win.
Which one's the other guy?
I forget his name. The guy that said all the hateful comments about killing.
Oh,
cops,
yeah.
families.
I know you're talking about killing the Republicans. What if the Republicans wanted to do that to you? What would you say? I mean, I ain't seen no Republican killing anybody. It's always the Democratic side.
Well,
Do we hear of any? There was one or two, maybe
there's
one.
been a few, but for the most part, no.
Yeah, it's always the Democrats, like Charlie Kirk.
It's just been a bunch of whacked out white kids that are mentally ill,
Yeah, I mean,
one way or the other.
now what's the next one? And there is a next one, ain't there?
I believe that's the last point that we got from the Democratic Socialist Party. These are their talking points again. I remind everybody, and not stuff we're making up. These are word for word their talking points.
All right. Everybody have a great weekend and God bless you.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live Show presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin Live TV broadcast studio, EPB Fiber Optics, or by this network or its management.
Ho ho ho! Santa here, and I've got a jolly message for all my favorite shoppers. This holiday season, make your sleigh stop at our Surplus Products for You online store. We've got a full line of Lamar fashion goodies that'll make your gift list sparkle. Brand new women's bras, stylish handbags, and trendy backpacks that are perfect for the fashionistas in your life. And don't forget your furry friends. Pumpkin's full line of cozy dog beds is in stock and ready to ship, just in time to tuck your pup in for a warm Christmas morning nap. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Whether you're shopping early or sliding in just before Christmas Eve, Surplus Products for You has something for everyone on your list. So dash on over, beat the holiday rush, and let my elves at surplusproductsforyou.com